Hey guys, welcome to the character guide for Zangief, where you will learn everything you need to know about the Iron Cyclone in Street Fighter V. Zangief's crouching light punch is a quick normal with long reach. While it doesn't do much damage, it'll beat many mid-range pokes. Standing light punch is a great anti-air for when the opponent is trying to jump directly on you or trying to cross you up. Crouch medium punch can link into your stand light kick for a good amount of damage. Use this to start one of his few combos. Standing medium punch is a little bit slower than your crouching light punch, but will net you more damage. Use this when you're pressuring the opponent up close to keep them grounded. Crouching heavy punch can be used as an anti-air. Landing a crush counter will send the opponent flying in the air, where you can follow up with an EX air grab. Standing heavy punch is chargeable and has one hit of armor. This also causes a crush counter on counter hit, where you can move in for a throw. And jump heavy punch is a good attack for coming down on an opponent. Crouching light kick hits low and can link into your other light normals for a small amount of damage. Standing light kick is special cancelable, where you can go for a lariat or go for a running bear grab for a mix-up. Jump light kick is a cross-up with very small hit stun. Using this can create a throw mix-up when jumping in. Crouching medium kick has longer reach than your crouching light kick. This is also special cancelable to go for some guaranteed damage. Standing medium kick is a decent mid-range poke. A jump medium kick is good for jumping in on opponents from a distance. Crouch heavy kick scores you a knockdown on hit but is unsafe on block. Standing heavy kick is great for keeping the opponent grounded when they're trying to jump away from your grabs. It will score a crush counter on counter hit. And jump heavy kick is good when jumping in from a far distance. Zangief's front throw will throw the opponent to mid-range. This throw is good if you're looking to keep your opponent in the corner. Zangief's back throw leaves the opponent right next to them, where you can go for a stand heavy kick or a screw pile driver. His headbutt attack causes above average stun and is a fairly quick attack that can lead into a super on hit. This attack goes over low attacks and can't be thrown. Use this to help get your way in. This also can be used to help keep the pressure up close. This will be your go-to cross-up attack. At certain ranges it becomes hard to tell whether or not you're going to cross up. Use this with your jump light kick attack to mix up the opponent when you're jumping in. Zangief spins around a few times, hitting all that are in sight. This attack has lower hitbox on startup, allowing it to combo against smaller characters. In addition to being a good combo ender, this also helps Zangief around projectiles due to its projectile invincibility. This move gives Zangief a way to score damage even when the opponent is blocking. The light version has the biggest range, but does the least amount of damage and leaves you far away, with the heavy version having the shortest range but does the most damage and leaves you next to the opponent, and the EX version having throw invincibility. Zangief runs toward the opponent and grabs them. This attack is quite good in that it has more range than it seems and is quite fast. The difference between each version is the distance Zangief runs before attempting to throw. The EX version has one hit of armor to blow through attacks. This is Zangief's air spinning pile driver. The main difference between each version is the distance and strength, with light being the weakest, yet grabbing the furthest, and heavy being the strongest, yet having the shortest range. Use the EX version to tack on some extra damage. Zangief grabs the opponent and plants them into the ground. This is the fastest critical art in the game, so much that the opponent must be jumping prior to the flash for this to miss, yet it is also most difficult to perform. In addition to being so quick and damaging, Zangief can also combo into this critical art, making it one of the more useful critical arts in the game. Zangief uses his muscles to absorb whatever comes his way. During the start, Zangief can absorb 2 attacks, and while walking, 2 more. If Zangief begins walking, he will always end the walk with a flex that will blow through opponents' attacks. During his V-trigger, Iron Muscle's armor increases to 100 hits. Zangief turns into a whirlwind and sucks the opponent in. He can choose to pull the opponent in up to 3 times. If the V trigger is held, Zangief will continue spinning and launch the opponent up. Zangief uses his muscles to push the opponent back. This puts you in perfect range for the light screw pile driver. Now that we got specials and normals out of the way, it's time to do some combos. Here's a few to help get you started.
Power fully up! Muscle power fully up!
Zangief is your typical grappler who needs to be near the opponent to succeed. Luckily for him, he has more than enough tools to help him achieve that goal. Using Zangief's Iron Muscle V skill to absorb attacks is critical in pushing the opponent to the corner. Learning the maximum ranges of Zangief's spinning screwdriver will allow him to grab the opponent when they least expect it. If getting to the opponent proves to be difficult, use his V trigger to bring them in, and remember, if the V trigger command is just tapped, it only uses 1 of 3 charges. That gives Zangief multiple opportunities to pull the opponent in and guess the right option. Zangief is strong up close due to his high damage output, throws, and reasonably fast pokes. He's decent at mid-range, as he has some powerful, longer range pokes such as stand medium kick and crouching heavy kick. From far range he's a bit more limited, having to rely on stand heavy punch and light spinning screwdriver. Crouching heavy punch can be used as a decent anti-air along with lariat. Now it's time for a quick recap. Zangief has high damage, long range command grabs, strong critical art, strong V trigger, and high stamina. He does however have slow walk speed, a big hitbox, difficult V skill, and not much in the way of combos. Thanks for watching, and remember, click character select at the bottom to check out the rest of the cast.